All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. My name is Amanda Hines. For those of you that are brand new to my channel, welcome. We are the Honest Investors, and what this channel is about is we're going to be teaching you all about how to actively launch, grow, and scale your real estate empire. And today I'm going to be talking about something that has been absolutely the number one reason why I stand out, right? It's one of the reasons why I stand out to motivated sellers. It's why I stand out to buyers. It's why my business has grown in a really conscious, ethical, profitable way. And I want to share that with you today. So, really quickly, if you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell if you want additional content like this. And if I say anything that resonates with you today, just go ahead and hit the like button. It really helps me to reach more people that are looking to build their businesses as well. Okay. So today we're talking about what is the best method to securing motivated seller leads for your real estate deals. And it's really not what you think. Okay. Because there's door knocking, there's cold calling, there's bandit signs, there's driving for dollars. There are a ton of different ways for you actually to connect with potential sellers. However, in this video, I'm actually going to break down what I believe to be is the best approach, regardless if you do cold calling or door knocking or some of the other tactics. And it's going to work regardless of whether you have a ton of money or you don't, right? So let's go ahead and dive into it. And if you're watching live with us, go ahead and write a hashtag live over in the chat section so that I know you are here. Ask any questions that you have. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and comment below this video. Anything that I refer to today, the links will be in the description. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. So it's essentially, there are only two methods, just two, right? There are only two methods to securing motivated sellers for your real estate deal. There's only two. The first method is by leading with a pitch. So if you've ever bought a car and you've walked into the dealership and immediately the salesperson comes over and says, "Hey, I think you'd really look great in this car," right? And you're like, "What are they talking about?" Right? They don't know me. Like, why are they even assuming that I would like this car? Like, what made them think that? That is the similar energy that you're approaching your motivated sellers with when you lead with a pitch. So, for the purposes of today, we're going to call this the pitch first approach. So, in the pitch first approach, you are essentially starting off the relationship with your motivated seller lead by telling them what is in it for you, right? Not what do they get out of the deal, but what do you, the investor, the wholesaler, the real estate professional, the real estate agent, what do you get out of the deal by getting their property under contract? And what this typically results in is actually a homeowner that is quite defensive. And if you've ever had a homeowner decide that they don't want to do business with you, you didn't really get into too much about who you are and how you can help them or any of that, go ahead and type that in the comments. Let me know what has been your experience when you've tried to reach out to motivated seller leads in the past. So it results in a defensive homeowner. You don't know them. You have not established a basis of why they should listen to you. And you're assuming that they want to sell their property to you. And this is usually because they've landed on some type of list indicating that there's been a problem. So they might be on a bankruptcy list or a pre foreclosure list or a tax delinquent list. I call these the problem lists because they essentially let you know that at one time or another, this homeowner's property was in a situation. However, this is a terrible way to start off a relationship with your homeowner. Now, I'm going to talk about why, and I'm going to talk about it in terms that we will all understand because this is 2021. We're going into 2022, right? And most people don't even want to answer the phone. Let's just keep it 100% real, right? Whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, if someone is calling you and you don't recognize their number, they probably don't want to answer the phone, right? Am I right or am I right? Right? You don't want to answer the phone to strangers. You know that they are probably trying to sell you something because there was no established reason ahead of time as to why they are contacting you. This was not a pre-arranged thing. And so if you're going to cold call someone or interrupt their day with an advertisement of some sort, I honestly believe that you have to think about your approach. And the pitch first approach just solidifies in their mind how much they don't want to deal with you. Okay? And so this is why we don't answer the phone to telemarketers, credit agencies, and the like, because we kind of feel like this is a slimy salesperson and I don't really want to deal with them. I know they have something that they want to sell me, they want to pitch me something. Not interested. And so your goal should actually be to get your homeowner to want to pay attention to you so that you can determine, in fact, if they are actually motivated to sell. Okay? Now, when you're having a conversation with a motivated seller, there's a few things that you want to determine. Are they, in fact, the decision maker? Are they actually motivated to sell? Is there an urgency? And is there a specific offer that would work for them? Can you offer them something? Can you make an offer that matches what they want and what is actually going to help them? However, most times what happens is if you're leading with a pitch first approach, it actually sounds more like this. Hey, Mr. or Mrs. Seller. Hey, it's Amanda here. I saw that you have a property at 123 Main Street, and I'd like to make an offer on it. Oh, how did I get your number? Well, don't worry about that. I'm making an offer because it fits my investment strategy. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm actually going to be paying all cash. Is that something you're interested in? Hello? Did they just hang up on me? Right? Is that not how it goes? Let's just keep it real. We are people that understand that people are here to make money, and we don't have a problem with that. But we will want to do business with people that we know, that we respect, and that we trust. And so if you're leading with a pitch first approach, it's really difficult for you to establish that rapport that even says that you are trustworthy, that you are likable, and that you are honest and equipped to help the other person on the other end of that. Okay? So ultimately, if you've been leading with the pitch first approach, that has been the real problem. It's not that you are cold calling, it's not that you're door knocking, it's none of those tactics that are the problem. It's your approach. It's off-putting. And so it's not fair to say that a seller is not motivated to sell because they deny the pitch first approach. All right. Now, let's talk about the second approach. And I like to call this approach the value first approach. So, in the value first approach with your motivated seller leads, you're leading with what you can do for the homeowner. What can you do for the decision maker? You're talking about what value you can add to their lives, and you're getting to know them, the person. This is the approach that works regardless of how you tactically do it. And why does this approach actually work? It works because people feel seen and they feel heard. And anyone that takes the time to listen to you, to determine how they can help you, and then after hearing what you have to say and listening intently, it's almost like we want to do business with these people. It's like we just naturally like people that listen to us. And so it's really important for you to do the same thing with your motivated sellers as well. Lead with value. Find out what you can do for them. Now, when we say the value first approach, it's not that we are taking the time and we're selling their entire property and we're doing all the marketing and we're going through all the steps to actually getting it sold before we ask for their business. But what we're doing is we're helping them to solve one small problem or obstacle that is keeping them from selling their property. So here's what the value first approach sounds like. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, it's Amanda here. Now, I don't know if this appeals to you or not, but I saw that you listed your property on Zillow, and I've noticed that it's been sitting on the market for about 3 months now. Now, just because, I'm not sure if this is a good fit for you or not, would you like for me to take a look at your property and to maybe assess why it hasn't sold up to this point? There's absolutely no obligation for you to work with me at all. I just want to be able to bring some value to you first, and then we can take it from there. Let me know if you're available, and we can go over this maybe next Thursday. Right? Do you see the difference? It doesn't matter if I call them. It doesn't matter if I text them. Ultimately, it matters with the approach. Am I starting with a pitch or am I leading with value? So ultimately, the best method to securing motivated seller leads for your real estate deals is to lead with value. I hope that has been helpful for you guys today. If you guys have any questions about anything, just go ahead and comment below the video. If you'd also like to check out our Magnetic to Motivated Seller workshop, where I go into greater detail about our value first approach, just go ahead and check out the link in the description. And again, if you have not already, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to our channel. I will see you in the next video.